She not coming into my house. You deal with that. Them your old ass, sad, sorry ass bones. You deal with that. I don't have to. You lucky I'm doing this much. That's the blessing.
Explanation.
Don't come over my house no more.
If you looked at the video, you can clearly see there was nothing going on.
Video, you was too close to him.
Okay, well, I was close to him. I wasn't even thinking about how close I was.
While Kendra marched back and forth with her heart, the environment was tense. Kendra's heart was racing as the afternoon sun streamed through the window, creating long shadows that danced across the floor. She was in shock over what she had learned just hours before. Mo, her purported friend, had betrayed her in the worst way possible. Her mind kept going back to the moment she stumbled upon the damning messages on Jock's phone. The words "can't wait to see you tonight" repeated in her head, sending a nauseating wave of nausea. It wasn't just a betrayal of trust, it was a poison that went straight to the core of her marriage. With every stride, her resolve became stronger, and she was no longer able to keep quiet. Kendra knew she had to confront Mo because she had crossed a line that couldn't be undone. As she drove to Mo's apartment, memories of late-night phone calls, moments of vulnerability, and laughter over coffee filled her head. Mo had always been more than just a friend. Now that bond was in ruins. She was a confidant and a sister. Damaged by dishonesty, Kendra parked outside, her fingers clenched around the steering wheel. She inhaled deeply, bracing herself for the confrontation. It was time to reveal the truth and make Mo realize how serious her betrayal was. As she walked to the door, feeling both angry and sad, Kendra pounded loudly, each sound resounding like a countdown to the impending encounter. A moment later, Mo opened the door. Her face changed from surprise to fear when she realized how angry Kendra's eyes were. "Could we talk?" Kendra's voice was calm, but the intensity was simmering beneath the surface. Mo paused, nodded, and moved aside to let Kendra into the living room. It was cluttered with the typical books, a partially completed project, and a few snacks, but all Kendra could see was the betrayal that loomed between them, an invisible wall that had been put up in an instant. "Do you even realize what you've done?" Kendra tried to stay calm, but her voice cracked a little as the grief came to the surface. Mo moved uneasily, her gaze flitting from Kendra. "I saw the mails, I staved it, and I am fully aware." Kendra cut off what she was saying. "How could you have slept with my husband and then woken up?" The subsequent quiet was deafening. Mo opened her lips to speak, but she hesitated because she wasn't sure how to defend the indefensible. Her face paled. "We shared everything, and you threw it all away for a passionate moment. Did it mean anything to you at all?" Kendra finally met her gaze, her voice trembling with emotion. She could see the guilt etched on her face, and it only made her angrier. "You were supposed to be my friend. I never intended for it to happen, and I now realize how foolish I was to believe you could hide it from me." Her eyes were full with regret. "Did you ever consider how this would affect me?" Kendra's voice was filled with incredulity that you assumed I wouldn't find out. The looming reality served as a reminder of the betrayed trust that now stood between them. Kendra experienced a wave of sorrow upon realizing the extent of the betrayal. It was more than a sexual affair. Rather, it was a rift in the foundation of their friendship. As Kendra turned to leave, she felt a sense of finality settle in her chest. The path ahead was uncertain, but one thing was clear: the friendship they once shared was irrevocably changed. The betrayal had left scars that would take time to heal, if they ever could. In that moment, Kendra realized the true cost of betrayal. It was more than just lost trust. It was the loss of a bond that had once given me everything. She stepped outside the door, closing behind her, signaling the end of one chapter and the start of another, a journey toward regaining her heart and her sense of self.
The media was making it look like it was more than what it was.
You should have reached out. I'm not a bitch off the street.
Well, it's not.
You've got money with my family.
Yeah, but I was getting money with him before you came along.
It doesn't
before
matter.
You married him.
You still owed me a conversation, girl. You've been in my house.
But she
This ain't I don't owe anybody anything.
You do. You owe me an explanation when you all up in my
I owe you an explanation.
The Atlanta mansion was a hive of activity, but the energy between Kendra and Mo was charged with unresolved conflict. As the scene developed, friends and crew members hovered close by, their eyes fixed on the two ladies. Kendra's voice trembled with fury. "You really thought I wouldn't find out, that you could just play me like a fool? You don't even know what you're getting into," Mo said with a self-assured sneer on her face as she leaned back. Kendra moved closer and she said, "I know enough that you took my money, my hard-earned money, and you think I'm just going to let that slide?" Gasps echoed through the gathering as Mo laughed. "You act like it was yours to begin with, and you were just a pawn in this game." Kendra's voice became louder, driven by outrage. "You are the one who took from me on, and you find it funny." Mo moved forward, her attitude changing. "You need to have monitored your investments more closely."
I bet not ever see you around if you can't respect me.
You too.
It's okay. Okay. It's cool, bitch. I'ma eat. I've been eating. You old ass hoe.
And I've been eating too, you stupid ass bitch. You come see about me. You thought. It ain't never none of that. I don't give two. Bitch, I don't give a about your gay. If I want to get in them motherfuckers, I could. You talking about can't get in your gay.
Hold on.
Kendra dismissed the friends who hurried in to try to defuse the situation, saying, "I trusted you, Mo. This is how you come on. You're furious about a small amount of money. Return that trust by taking what's mine. That's adorable." Mo quickly and shockingly retaliated with sarcasm, breaking the tension. After Mo smacked Kendra, the room became quiet. As the tension hung high in the air, Kendra staggered back, disbelief washing over her, a mixture of shock and rage rushing within her, and she yelled, her heart pounding, "You just crossed the line." The crew moved in to try to separate them, and Kendra glared at Mo, determination flaring. "You think this is over? But this is just the beginning." "I won't back down," Mo continued to smile smugly as she tossed her hair to the L. "Bring it on." As the argument heated up. "Let's see what you truly have." The room was filled with whispers. Kendra was advised by some friends to leave. Others urged her to defend herself, but Kendra refused to back down. The betrayal was painful, and she wasn't going to let it go. "Do you even know how hard I worked to earn that money?" Kendra hit the record button. "Getting over the rumors. I gave up a lot, and you believe you can just go in and grab what's mine. You're acting like I'm the bad person. You made your own decisions. You were too innocent to see what was going on." Mo's visage changed a little, her humorous manner disappearing.
You took that to a whole nother.
You ain't yo, I don't want him to talk one of my time. The you lucky you got him. Okay, bitch, wait.
You don't took this too far, dog.
Kendra's pals looked at each other nervously. The strain was evidently made. "I had faith in you, and you are the one at fault after betraying that confidence." Kendra retorted that her unwavering faith is reciprocal. "You need to have exercised more caution." Mo answered. Kendra felt adrenaline pumping through her, bolstering her resolve. She had worked too hard to let this go without a fight. "So do you really think you can scare me because I'm not going anywhere?" She crossed her arms confidently and returned to her stance as the two women stood locked in a fierce battle of wills, neither willing to back down. Kendra maintained a steady tone of voice. "I'll see to it that everyone is aware of your true identity." As the intensity of their standoff increased, the onlookers watched with bated breath, aware they were witnessing something significant. Mo raised an eyebrow, a challenge sparking in her gaze. "And what do you think you'll achieve? This isn't just a game. It's my life too. Maybe it's time you face the consequences of your actions." Kendra responded in a firm tone. "You think you can get away with this? Not while I'm around." Kendra felt the weight of their stares, but it only made her fire. "You're okay with playing dirty." Mo murmured softly, "But remember that I am also aware of your secrets."
Need to meet you. You understand? Like, me and her talking is not gonna help you be a better father or whatever. I don't owe her nothing. What good do you feel can come out of this?
I got grown kids.
Okay.
So it's very important.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
The Love and Hip Hop Atlanta actors Young Jock and his wife Kendra Robinson were open about the couple's adultery and sexual indiscretions that plagued their relationship in a recent conversation with Swave magazine, which was captured on camera and shared by the media outlet. Robinson dispelled rumors that she was taken by surprise by the drama Jock and the production team on the reality show during the interview. She did, however, say that she was rattlesnake serious about how she and the Jock handled some of those issues even before they were married, recalling a storyline from the show with his purported side chick Meta. Robinson claimed that when the putative mistress needed help, the Jock referred her to Meta. Legal assistant Robinson, an Atlanta lawyer, said she knew about Jack's previous relationship with Meta and that he was very open with information. However, the production and Meta inflated their past, which made their initial meeting extremely tense. Being able to have Meta join the cast is a blessing. Spice, a dance hall performer, is great friends with the entrepreneur. As the interview went on, Robinson revealed that she had also been unfaithful in the past and that she was concerned about whether she and Jock would survive the annulment period. According to the information provided, Meta and Jock had a 14-year relationship that may have overlapped with the time before his marriage to Robinson. Robinson asserted that despite Jack's assurances that he had turned his back on his previous behavior, she wasn't fooling around with him. If someone is a compulsive gambler on one side of the broom, when they step on the other, they continue to play blackjack and act as though nothing had changed. Robinson made it clear how serious she was when she said, "I told him and I was rattlesnake serious, and we're still in an annulment period. Okay, you know the prenup there," she added, "so I can keep moving north and you can keep being in disarray."
Wait for me again, we're gonna have a problem. Seriously.
Man, I'm done. You talking to me like I'm a little ass boy.
No, you talking to me, you me immature.
Joe laughed at his wife's rattlesnake serious comment, but agreed with not wanting to waste her time or play with her heart. Robinson continued to air out her grievances about her interaction with Meta. She mentioned her distaste for looking weak in the situation and how it wasn't an example for young girls, especially their daughters. Jock had 8 children before his marriage to Kendra. "I told him, now take one of our daughters meeting and falling in love with a man like you, a man who exudes and exhibits the behavior and has every trait that you have, the good, the bad, the ugly, and in between. Will you be comfortable getting him away to her?" Jock replied, "I would not be mad because one thing about me, I'm going to provide, and I'm a protector. That's one thing about it." Robinson rebutted Jock's answer, telling him that being a provider and a protector does not provide a pass to be a liar. She then brought up his sons and how his actions could be a negative influence. "Your life is not normal. It's not any model that I want Air to follow, Amon to follow, or Cadence to follow. I don't think their mothers would either, so let's be honest." The couple eventually turned the interview into somewhat of a therapy session and continued to pick apart their relationship. The conversation took a dramatic turn when Jock politely checked his wife about her statements, revealing too much to the public and painting him negatively. "I don't care because of the camera in front of me or somebody's asking me questions. I'm not going to reveal my everything that go on with me. Just like right now, you ain't going to sit in front of these people and tell them your credit score." Jock continued, "You're not going to sit here and tell me your social security number, and you ain't going to sit here and tell them what's in your bank account either."